Hey guys, welcome back to The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time 3D 100% walkthrough. And here we are in the Great Deku Tree. This is the first dungeon in the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Okay, I gotta stop that. This is the first dungeon in the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. And it's also pretty easy, but if you're stuck, I guess this video should be able to help you. The first thing you want to do is, well, you can grab these seeds. Now, a quick note, Deku Nuts are completely unrequired to beat this game. You don't need Deku Nuts at any time. So if you never pick them up, don't worry about it. They can be helpful in combat situations, but aside from that, you never need to use them. So the first thing we're going to do is head to the vines, which Navi is going to tell us are vines, which you can climb. We're going to head up here. There's a ladder back there, I guess you can get as well. It doesn't really matter which way you use to get up here. Once you're up here, we're going to head around and open this chest, which will contain the dungeon map. Now, what is a dungeon map? A dungeon map pretty much just shows you the entire dungeon. Normally, if you look at the map screen, you can only see the rooms you've previously visited or are currently in. But with the dungeon map, you can see every single floor, room, pretty much, which can be really helpful in a lot of dungeons when you're stuck on them or you don't know which room to go to next and rooms you haven't explored. Here, just pull out your shield. Pretty easy. And then you're going to stand right here where you spawn, and he's pretty much just going to come to you. Really easy. He just tells you about jumping off the high cliffs and something, but it doesn't really matter. So if we go to the map screen really quickly, normally you would only see the rooms we're previously in, but as you can see, the rooms we're in are highlighted blue, and this is the one we're in, and the ones we aren't are not highlighted. So in certain dungeons, it can be really helpful because you can see what rooms you haven't entered. There's one more item, which we will get to, but that doesn't really matter. This is the slingshot, and this is the item. If you played a Zelda game before, you know what an item is, but pretty much they're the main idea of progression. Every single dungeon will have a item, except the ice cavern. Will have a dungeon, and they will do obvious thing, like they will do pretty much what you think they do, and they're mainly used for solving puzzles. So slingshot, you're gonna take your slingshot out and you're gonna aim it right here in the ladder. Navi will be flying around it. It's just up here. Pretty easy to get. Now, bushes have a random chance of spawning Deku seeds. This is how you refill ammunition for your slingshot. You can hold up to 30, it can be increased. So we're gonna head back the way we came. Head to this wall. Previously, if you tried to climb this wall, you couldn't because these spiders would knock you off. But with the slingshot, you can kill the spiders. Now, a funny thing is you can actually get up this wall without using the slingshot. You don't need to know that because you can't progress without it. But it is kind of funny how the developers didn't realize that. Super easy too. So we're gonna climb the vines. It's the same as before. You can climb them. Goodness, it's so much faster than Twilight Princess. The game just gets me. You can ignore these big guys. We're just gonna head around here to this room, which we climbed up the vines back there. Now, a quick note: this room is optional. If you want, you can just kill these Skulltulas and jump down, or just skip 30 seconds in the video. But I do recommend doing it because it will get you important collectible. Oh, that was. So we're gonna step on the switch, which is gonna bring up these 3 platforms. And we're gonna head to the chest back there, which will contain the compass. What does the compass do? It shows you where every chest in the dungeon is located, which is super helpful. Again, for a simple reason: if you don't know how to progress, look at the compass. Now you know how to progress throughout the dungeon. Keep in mind that it can show you useless chests too. As an example, in the room back where we got the slingshot, there was a chest you can find, but all it has is a recovery heart. It will show those too, so it can be a bit of a scam. Oh, we actually need to kill this guy first, so we can't even do this. Can we jump past him? But yeah, we can. Okay. So if you can't jump past this guy, just kill him first. Now the thing with these guys is you have to pretty much just stand away from them. You can't hit them with a sword, they attack you. Just wait for them to turn around and then shoot them back. You get a nice recovery heart here. Completely useless, but whatever. Now this, gold Skulltulas. Pretty much these are the collectible items of this game. There are 100 in total. Every 10 you get a reward from a certain NPC in Kakariko Village, which I'll show you a bit later. And then at 50 you get a heart piece, and then at 1, and then you don't get another one till 100. Use your stick to light. So next you're gonna pull out your deku stick. And you're gonna go to this thing. You're gonna light your deku stick on fire just by walking around it. And you get into this torch and light it on fire. Head back the way we came. We're gonna kill this guy. Same thing as before. You're just gonna wait, turn around, shoot him. Shoot him. Nice. So I don't. It's kind of hard to look down, but that web you can see at the bottom of the floor. Pretty much, you're trying to jump into the center of that, which will then break, and you'll be able to fall down. So again, there's 2 more gold Skulltulas we can get here. So let's kill this one first. What the heck? This one, and there's another one on the vines back from where we came. A little bit. If you roll directly before you jump, you'll get a slightly farther jump. It's not needed in anywhere throughout the game. It's more of a. It's not really a glitch, but it kind of is. So if you want to get extra distance, that's how you do it. You don't have to jump to get. You don't have to do the roll thing to get the Skulltula though. So step on this switch, which will light the torch behind us. Open up the chest. Recovery heart. Take out your stick again and light this on fire. Now a little bit of side note: if you go in the water, the torch gets put out, and if you take too long, the stick will burn, like burn out. So you don't have to be stressed at all, but you don't have infinite time. Some more deku nuts and seeds. Oh, let me do your door. Thank you. Another one of these guys, same deal. Take out your shield. Block. If you get too close to them, they'll go back into the ground thingy. What was I saying again? I don't know. So if you don't have seeds, these bushes will always give you. This bush right here will always give you 10 seeds. This one over here too. Same thing. We're gonna take our slingshot out and shoot this eye. This will happen a couple times. Whenever you see an eye, just shoot it with whatever projectiles you have. Listen. So here we're gonna head into the water. And you see that switch down here? We're gonna go over it, and then you're gonna hold A, which will allow Link to dive. Hold it, by the way. Once you do that, it'll lower the water level and allow you to get on this floating log. Won't let me climb it. If you try to do it, I actually think you can get under normally. I'm not 100% sure. By just blocking with your shield. So go under the log, and then we're gonna jump across. This guy. We're gonna go towards this block. Navi will explain how to do it. Once you do that, just once you understand, just grab it, pull it. You're gonna jump onto it. Go up here. We're gonna go through this door. We're pretty much done the dungeon at this point. A couple of these guys, if you need sticks, just get this guy. He always gives you a stick. And same thing, like this one and this one. And it will open a door for you. Kill this guy. Oh, never mind. Now, before you enter this room, I'll show it off. You can shoot the eggs on top of here, which will break them. You don't have to do this. If you just walk into the room, you'll find 3 Goma larvas. They're these guys. They're not tough enemies. I just remember that the first time I played this game, I died to these guys. So I guess, I guess they're not that bad. They take 2 hits and just use your shield. Now remember this, we're gonna come back to this exact room. Take out your sticks again. Keep taking out my slingshot and head over here. Light it on fire. And head through this little tunnel. And it's another cobweb, but how do we burn this one? There's no hole above us. So we're gonna head to this block, and there's actually a funny speedrun trick you can do. I'm not gonna do it. It's really easy to do too. But you climb on this thing and you jump and you light that torch that's just sitting there for no reason. I don't know. So just jump across, back to the torch. This is essentially the room we were initially in. Light your stick, jump across. But oh wait, I still can't burn it. Well, you're gonna have to do a dodge move, which is press A. Oh. I would like to fall down into the hole. Nice. There are some recovery hearts. You get them in the same way. You have to, nope, you just have to swing over them. So, if you remember back, which I was really dumb and I didn't say back to it, there was a Deku scrub, and if you had listened to his dialogue, he would have said, I think it was 312, or 32 is number 1 or something. But, fairly soon, that's the last guy. You start with this guy, and this guy, and then you finish up with this guy. In that order. So you have to do it in that order. You can't do it any way you want. So it's 213 or 21 is number 3. What the hell? What was that? Why didn't it let me catch him? Whatever. Maybe you actually have to catch this guy. Come here, boy. Come here, boy. There we go. So he'll pretty much tell you how to attack Goma, or the boss of this dungeon. This is the boss room, by the way, so make sure you have full HP. The boss room. Oh no, the door. So you'll see the big spider thing on the floor, or the roof. You activate it by using your slingshot to look up. You can alternately use just the view button on your D-pad. And Goma, parasitic armored arachnid, Goma. Now, I would like to point out how every single boss in Ocarina of Time is a show, so you have to be concerned about it. How Goma works is when your eye turns red, you can shoot. Now, a big tip, you always want to be targeting Goma, that's basically trying to get the roof, lay a bunch of eggs, which spawn into enemies, which is pretty much the only way you can die in this fight. So wait till they go on the roof, wait till her eye turns red, knock her down, and do it a couple times. She will pretty much always be 2-cycled, but if you don't, just avoid the cycle. Again, every single boss in Ocarina of Time, Zelda in general, is pretty much a pushover, so you don't have to. Grab the heart container, so there's 2 types of ways to increase your life energy. Heart containers, which increase it by 1, and heart pieces, which you need 4 of, are found throughout the world and will increase your energy by 1. And that's pretty much the Great Deku Tree in part 2 of this walkthrough. I hope it was helpful, and goodbye.